So this question is related to moles topic. A student want to find the concentration of some dilute sulfuric acid by titration. A student found that 25 cm cube of 0.04 mole per dm cube of sodium hydroxide exactly reacted with 20 cm cube of sulfuric acid. We have to calculate the concentration of sulfuric acid. But for moles question, you will always follow the steps. So the first part, calculate the concentration of sulfuric acid in moles per decimeter cube using the following step. Calculate the number of moles. So I need the moles of sodium hydroxide. I have the volume, which is 25, and I have the concentration, which is 0.04. So what I should do to calculate the moles? Which formula?
Moles is equal to volume multiplied by concentration.
Good. So moles equals volume into concentration or concentration into volume. But one more thing, that whenever you're using a volume, so volume should always be in decimeter cube. It can be concentration into volume or volume into concentration, does not make difference. So 25 cm cube, I want to convert cm cube into decimeter cube. What we do?
Divide by 1000.
So we divide by 1000. So it will be in decimeter cube, which will be 0.025. So we have the volume 0.025 multiplied by the concentration. What is the concentration? How much is the concentration for this?
0.04.
So 0.025 multiplied by 0.04. What is the answer?
0.001.
Can you repeat? 0.00?
0.001.
Okay. So moles equal concentration into volume. When concentration is multiplied by volume or volume is multiplied by concentration, we'll get the moles of the substance. So 0.001 is are the moles of sodium hydroxide which are used for this experiment. Next, deduce the number of moles of sulfuric acid that are reacted. So how we deduce? We have the volume, but we don't know concentration, so we cannot use a formula. So first part we solve by using a formula. It means the second part we should solve by using a ratio. So which ratio I should take? What ratio? Between which two quantities I should take ratio?
H2SO4 and Na2SO4.
But in the question, I need sulfuric acid. I don't have anything about sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. I have sodium hydroxide. So I have sodium hydroxide and I have sulfuric acid. That's why I'm taking a ratio between sodium hydroxide and sulfuric acid. If I was having anything related to sodium sulfate, then I will take the ratio between sodium sulfate, which is Na2SO4 and H2SO4. But because we know sodium hydroxide, so we can work out sulfuric acid according to the equation, the ratio is 2:1. So if we have 0.001 moles, then this will be X cross multiply. So X will be 0.001 divided by 2. How much is this X? So it will be half of 0.001, which is 0.0005. So this will be 0.0005 mole. Then we need the concentration of sulfuric acid in mole per dm cube. So concentration in moles per decimeter cube. To get the concentration, again, we will use a formula. And what formula we'll use? The same formula which we use for the first part, that moles equal concentration into volume. So here, if we need concentration, it will be moles divided by volume. It's the same formula, but our subject is now concentration. That's why it is moles by volume. The moles of sulfuric acid which were used in this experiment, 0.0005 divided by the volume of sulfuric acid which is used is 20 cm cube. But whenever you substitute, it should always be in decimeter cube. So it will be 0. Because it will be 20 divided by 1000. So 0.02 will be there. So when you divide 0.0005 divided by 0.02, what's the answer? That will be the concentration. So it will be 0.025. So the concentration is 0.025. The last part, we need the concentration. Calculate the concentration of 0.04 mole per dm cube in gram per dm cube. So we want to convert or change the concentration mole per dm cube to gram per dm cube. Remember, if you want to convert the concentration, only we have to change the unit. Like concentration can be in moles per decimeter cube. Concentration can be grams per decimeter cube. So if you want to convert moles per dm cube into gram per dm cube, will multiply by molar mass. If you want to convert gram per cm cube into mole per dm cube, we will divide by molar mass. So here we have the concentration in mole per dm cube. We want to convert into gram per decimeter cube. So we'll multiply by molar mass. And how to work out the molar mass? For this, you have to use a periodic table. Molar mass of sodium hydroxide. So we have sodium here, which is 23. Sodium is 23. Hydrogen is 1 there, and oxygen is 16. So the molar mass of sodium hydroxide, NaOH, sodium is 23. Oxygen
40.
is, yeah, good. That is 40 when you sum. So means we have to multiply this by 40. So 0.04 multiplied by 40, it will give us 1.6 gram per decimeter cube. So in this example, the molar mass is 40. That's why we multiply by 40. So concentration was 0.04 multiplied by 40. We'll get 1.6 grams per decimeter cube. So always remember, if you want to convert the moles per decimeter cube into grams, you have to multiply by molar mass. And opposite, if you want to convert gram per decimeter cube into moles per decimeter cube, you will divide by the molar mass. Is it clear? This question, which is related to moles topic.